Everyone, welcome to my channel Think Unlimited. In this video, you will learn about how to add and delete columns in a data frame. So there are three methods for adding new column in a data frame. In first method, you will give a new column name with a data frame. In second method, use of assign function, and in third method, we will use insert function. So let's see what is first method. In this method, we will give a new column name with a data frame name, and the syntax is data frame name inside the square brackets column name equal to values. Now let us consider this given data frame where we have created one dictionary along with three key value pairs, maths, science and IP, and there are 5 different values for each key name. Then we have converted dictionary 1 into a data frame by passing dict1 in a data frame function, and we have assigned the index values also as Robert, George, Nancy, Agrima and Yash. Now you can see this data frame. When we give the command print df, then it is showing this data frame. Now I have added here a new column grade. You can see here as per the syntax, data frame name is df, then in square brackets grade equals to corresponding values for this new column, and new column is inserted grade here. Assigning values to a new column label that does not exist will create a new column at the end. That means always remember then that when you are assigning a values to a new column, then that column will always be added at the end of the columns. Now you can also change the data of an entire column of the existing column to a particular value in a data frame. You can see the statement here, df maths equals to 100. That means column maths is already existing, and now we are setting the marks of all students of the subject maths as 100. You can see the output here. Previously, the marks of maths of Robert is 90, George 80, Nancy 89, Agrima 70, Yash 100. But after setting the marks of maths to all students, it is now 100 for all the students. You can see here. Now what will happen if the column already existing and you are trying to update the values? So the statement will be like this, df maths equals to 80, 40, 30, 60, 90. That means now instead of setting only a single value to the entire column maths, we are updating all the values of the column maths, and you can see the output here. Previously it was 90, 80, 89, 70, 100. But after updating, the values of column maths are 80, 40, 30, 60 and 90. Now let's see how assign function will work. So the syntax is data frame equals to data frame name dot assign column name equals to values. Again we will consider the previous data frame and see this statement, df equals to df dot assign, then the column name is hobby equals to, and we are providing 5 corresponding values to this column hobby. Again remember that the hobby column will be added at the end of all columns. See the output. Hobby column is inserted after the end of the entire columns, and 5 values are assigned to this column hobby. Now let's see what the insert function is. Now insert function helps in adding a column at a particular location, and the syntax is data frame name dot insert LOC equals to IDX. That means we have to give any numeric value. Column equals to grade or any name of the column. Then value equal to values. For example, consider this given data frame, and then we have used insert function df dot insert LOC 0, column equals to hobby, value equals to the values or the corresponding values of this column hobby. Now see, the column hobby is inserted at location 0, that means at index 0, with the corresponding values cricket, chess, reading, and art. Now let's see how to delete columns, and there are again three different methods. First is using del statement, second is by using pop function, and third is by using drop function. Now let's see how del statement works. The syntax is del data frame name inside square brackets column name. Remember one thing, that by using del statement you can delete only one column at a time. Now consider this data frame and the statement del df maths. That means we are deleting the column maths along with all its corresponding values. You can see the output here. Before deletion, three columns are displayed here: maths, science and IP. But after deleting column maths, the output shows that there is no column maths and only showing column science and IP for all the students. Now let's see pop function. Now when you are using pop function, it also returns the content of the deleted column. So the syntax is dataframe name dot pop inside parenthesis column name. Again consider the same example of the data frame where we have created the three columns math, science and IP for 5 students. Now when we are giving this statement print df.pop IP, it will show the content of the deleted column, and after writing statement print df, it will show the resultant data frame. See the output. Before column deletion, it is showing 3 columns. After giving statement pop, it returns the content of the deleted column, and then after the pop statement, it is showing the resultant data frame. Now when it returns the content of the deleted column, it is showing at the last statement name IP. That means column IP is deleted from the original data frame. Now let's see the usage of drop function. Now by using drop function, you can delete multiple columns, and there are two different versions of this drop statement. Drop columns equals to inside square brackets you can give multiple column names, comma in place equals to true, or df.drop access equal to 1, labels equals to inside square brackets list of columns, in place equals to true. Now in Python Pandas, as you know, that access equal to 1 means we are referring columns, and access equal to 0 means we are referring rows. Now you have to note one point, that when you are giving in place equals to true, that means the columns will be deleted from the original data frame. Otherwise, it leaves the original data frame unchanged and a new data frame will be produced. So every time when you are using the drop function, set the parameter in place to the value 2. Now let's see the example. It is our data frame. Now I have used the statement df.drop columns equals to math science in place equals to true. Or you can use this statement instead, df.drop access equal to 1, labels equals to math science in place equals to true. Both versions of the drop function will work and will produce the same output. You can see the output here. Maths and science, 2 columns are deleted from the data frame. So I hope that you have understood the topic of adding and deleting columns in a data frame. Thank you so much. Subscribe my channel, like my video, share this video with your friends. Thank you so much.